as the sheriff of the county, and you know we have the deputies in the schools, I want to speak to you just a little bit about the security concerns at the high school and a little bit of the history. As you all know, the school was built in 1974, and at that time, the farthest thing from their mind is that some kid somewhere would take a gun and walk into the building and just indiscriminately start shooting. But you know, we hear a lot here lately about security at the high school, and I just want everybody to know that this is another issue that didn't just pop up last month. Some of us have been dealing with this issue for, myself, 32 years, and I know Dr. Dixon was at the middle school, and we served on a lot of the school safety committees. But back in the 90s, the board saw fit that it was time to put a security chief in the high school, and they hired Mr. Jimmy Yancey. And then Jimmy came to us in 97, said he wanted to apply for a COPS grant to put certified officers in the schools. We partnered with the school system on that, and our first officers were hired on June 1st of 1998. We had 2 in the high school, 1 in each middle school. And as we all know, in April of 1999, the shooting at Columbine High School happened. And those that were still living in a closet, it opened a lot of eyes. Georgia is one of those, because shortly after that, they implemented safety standards for the school system and put all of that under the GEMA, Georgia Emergency Management. And we started working with those guys shortly after they implemented that with mandates that we provide a school safety plan. Like I say, Dr. Dixon served on us. We have a school safety committee comprised of all the principals, every public safety agency, and our job was to put a school safety plan together. And to do that, we had the GEMA experts, and they even brought in some national experts to help us with our plan. And I can tell you, the first time they looked at that high school with 62 doors and 7 buildings, we shifted from prevention to response safety plans, because there's really no way for us to secure that building with that many doors. We still currently have 2 deputies there, 1 at the 9th grade academy, and that's not near enough. We couldn't put enough officers out there. Now we respond when the street committee calls me, and normally it's 2 o'clock on Saturday night that something's going to happen at the high school. One day next week, we basically have to flood the high school with police cars and deputies and Fort Valley police. That's our only way to respond to prevent something from happening. So obviously I'm in support of building a new building, because we're operating on borrowed time in our current building where the safety of our children and our faculty out there are concerned. And I thank you for your time.